You only need to squat to get big legs. That's it. Just squatting. Um, High bar is preferred to low bar just simply because low bar is going to work more of your back to lift the weight. Now that's why power lifters do low bar because they can optimize the amount of weight moved, but that does not necessarily translate to raw size. And for that reason, high bar is the best. And form when squatting is imperative. You never want to compensate with knee cave, butt lifting too early to a point where you're going to use your back. You really want to master the high bar squat. And if you can do that and get to a point where you're repping out, 225 for 4 or 5 sets of 15, your legs will look good. I don't know anyone that would be at that level of doing a 5 by 15 on high bar squats with perfect form and not have good legs. I've never seen that in my life. Every time I see people who can squat like that, their legs look insane. If you look at those Chinese professional Olympic weightlifters, they do crazy squat workouts. They don't do all that other accessory movements like leg press. They just squat and their legs look absolutely insane. So, regardless of what anybody tells you, for aesthetic legs, you really only need to squat. I'm not saying to skip all your other accessory movements because they have a place too. But when it comes to simplicity, if you were to only squat a high volume like that with great form, your legs are going to look good at the end of the day. Most people who have small legs just don't know how to squat. And it's an easy fix. I'm surprised there aren't more people who say that. But it really just comes down to, can you squat? And if you can't, probably fix that before you start looking for other options, because I bet that would solve just about everybody's leg problems. And as far as calves, kind of the same thing. Incline walking is great for the calves, high intensity incline walking, sprints, and just, spamming a couple of sets of high reps on the calf raises. And again, form is really underestimated. If you're kind of just, pulsating 4 or 5 plates on calf raises, ego lifting, you're not like, it doesn't work. Like, yeah, you're probably impressing like 2, 3 dudes in the gym that just showed up for their first week, but you're not actually doing anything. You toss 1 to 2 plates on the calf raise machine, whether it's the standing one or the sitting, standing one or the sitting one. Pump out 4 or 5 sets of 15 high quality reps. You don't need much else. It just comes down to quality. And yeah, on calves, they are more genetic. So there is that chance that you might not be happy with them regardless. But it's about the quality of the lifting. Stop ego lifting, no matter what it is, and just stick to the basic fundamental principles. High reps, high volume, do the weight that you can handle, and keep working up slowly but gradually, and never compensate your form, never ego lift. And you look good. Like I said, for squatting, you really don't need over 2 plates to have good legs. You really don't. Now, you can always work up from after 2 plates. Whenever you get there, you can keep going up, but you're never going to need more than that anyway to have, legs that people are like, damn, those are good looking legs. I had pretty crazy legs probably my junior or senior year of high school. And up to that point, I had never squatted over 275. I hadn't even maxed out once in my life. I was just doing, I don't know, I think some of my top workouts at 17 were 4 sets of 12 with 275 on back squats, and they were good looking back squats too. But they blew up my legs. And again, 275 for back squats. At 17, that's pretty good for that many reps. But in the grand scheme of things of your whole life, like 275 repping out that on squats, like you see that every day. It's not even impressive. So you do not need to do anything crazy to blow up your legs. Just like I said, high volume squats and make them good.